Hi everyone, Cendril here. Welcome back to Kuni 2. And so here we are in Ding Dong Dell. No need for disguises now. Everybody knows we're coming. What this is all about, those Revenant are agitating to try and return you to the throne? Pathetic. A grand conflict between our races is unavoidable. That's not... Welcome to the chance to assert the supremacy of Mousekind, once and for all.
Hello there.
Welcome to the original Swift Solutions Apprentice. That's where it all began, you know? I'm in charge of item retail. Oh, really? Neat. I will buy one of these again. I did stock up on items. There were a lot of items to buy.
What can I do for you today? See you again.
I bought some Soarway, 3-leaf Soarway, 4-leaf Soarway was there. I bought some Sovereign Soarway. I spent about 100k, roughly, a little less than that, because we had like 110. So about 80k. I spent a lot of our cash, but we're stocked up on some items for use in battle. Some Sovereign Soarway was actually there to buy. Some Soarway Sweets. Sovereign Soarway Sweets were there to buy. Bought some 6 sensors, strong 6 sensors, a few superior 6 sensors, a few Sage's Secrets, a few Angel Tears, all the like Venom, Sleep. All Begons aren't there to buy, but I did buy just the Sleep, Chill, Begone, Hush, all those. So yeah, stocked up on items. The Sovereign Soarway Sweets and the Sovereign Soarway are expensive. Not cheap. No hard feelings towards King Linghart. Indeed, I have none toward the Grimalkin at all. All the Whites men are very fine people. But that doesn't change the fact that life in this kingdom is much better with Mossinger on the throne. Be dishonest of me to say otherwise.
Hey there!
You have to help us. You have to make King Mossinger see sense. Okay, so kind of split. You find it interesting. Some people are like, come on. You're the last person I expected to run into.
Oh.
Prince Evan, you should have come back here, you know. King Monster's gonna teach you a lesson. I can't come home until we've rounded up all the Grimalkin. They're a danger to themselves and others. She is not having it. If it is our former Lord and Master, my word. Well, welcome back and everything, but don't expect me to call you your Majesty. King Monster is in charge around here now. Dressing up like your beloved boy king won't bring him back, you know. Well, you're way off. Haven't you grown? I can hardly recognize you. Welcome back, Your Majesty. I have to say, I didn't think you'd come back to Ding Dong Dell again. How'd you make it this far without being caught by the guards? You are not, up to date?
Welcome. Come back anytime.
Sure, the guards can't let you in. Yep. No, I fought my way in. Could have, but let's not.
Huh?
You're Evan.
Oh!
There's no place for a Grimalkin. Not anymore.
Oi!
Oi! What do you want? Wait, I mean, King Evan. That's right. Even if he's not the king of Ding Dong Dell, he's now the king of Evermore. A grand kingdom in and of itself. New, but has a lot of talent and great people. Must forgive my atrocious manners, Your Majesty. King Monster has asked us to extend you the most cordial of welcomes. He wishes you to be informed that he awaits you eagerly in the throne room. I know the way. Oh. Of course. I'll just, I'll stay right here and carry on, guarding. I know the way. Man, Ding Dong Dell Castle does look great, though. Look at that. You get that view walking up. Our castle looks really good, too. No. It will only become more grand over time. It's been such a long time. Oi. Step out of it, Devin lad. You've got some Mossinger wrangling to be getting on with. Let's hurry up and get him to sign this declaration, shall we? Right.
Golly.
Never thought I'd see the day when I come to Ding Dong Dell as ruler of another kingdom. Right?
Huh?
So after Alanella went through all the trouble of helping you escape. Because...
Excuse me?
Alanella gave her life in order to save yours. You must not risk it without good cause. Oh, we're not risking it. Half people. You know, Grimekin were stupid, but wandering around the enemy territory like this, you must be the stupidest Grimekin of all. Whatever, guys. Suppose I better warn you then. If war breaks out between our kingdoms, we won't be showing you any mercy. Quite the opposite, in fact. If war breaks out between our kingdoms, y'all are gone. So do hope it does not come to that. Time to be strong now, Evan. You need to show these people you're not the kid you used to be. King now.
Oh, hello.
I won't tell anyone, I promise. Don't need to escape. It's showdown time.
Greetings.
Your Majesty, it's been too long. Ah, and I see that Roland is with you. I must thank you again for exposing our susceptibility to infiltration so thoroughly, Mr. Crane. Bow. should just bow. And did you bring the Mark of Kings as requested? Don't panic. It's right here.
Excuse me?
King Mossinger, I have come to speak with you as the leader of one nation to another. Ah, yes. I must commend you on your new realm, and on your persistence. Having failed so abjectly to rule at the first attempt, you would be forgiven for not trying again. What do you mean? Like, he's young. Until everything happened, he wasn't expected to rule. I promised Aranella. I said I would build a kingdom where everyone can live happily ever after. And you mean to do this by convincing others to sign your pathetic little pact, I understand? A fine plan for a naive child. I'll have you know, 3 other major nations have signed our pact. It's not some pathetic little pact. It's not. The Declaration of Interdependence is... Your Majesty, I must insist that you humor the boy's nonsense for not a moment longer. Abandon this pretense. You do not mean to forge an alliance of equals. You mean to bend our kind to your will, just as your father did before you. Your motives are painfully transparent, but His Majesty will not countenance such foolishness. Those days are long gone. Yeah, you're the evil one. There will be no pact. Mousekind will submit to the will of the Grimo Kid no more.
King Mausinger, please, we have to stop this before it's too late. I see now why you overthrew me. So much has happened between our two kinds. But we can't let it go on. We have to bring the hatred between our peoples to an end.
And what would you know of hatred, boy? Of the taste of shame, of the humiliation of servitude.
Well, you know the taste of shame? You kicked me out of my kingdom. Of hatred? Well, same thing. But Evan's gonna rise above that.
The line of the Children's ends here, today, at my hand. Oh, how long I have waited for this.
King Massacre. Despot of Ding Dong Dell. Oh man, he's fighting us.
Ding Dong Dell
Cool sword.
will never be yours. Never! Yeah!
Man, really cool sword, by the way.
It is time to reach your fate.
Don't give up!
Here goes.
Let's go, Massacre. I knocked some sense in you.
Who's next?
That's a berry and a half, Monk. Get your Higgly boys to charge you. Okay, hold on. Nope, wrong one.
Need a little help here.
Get a little bit away from that.
Here goes.
No! Ah, I didn't quite get it off in time. There's that initial swing. Not what I needed. Soar away.
Don't let me down.
That's the one I was hoping it was. Here, Master.
Humiliated by 2 generations of the same cursed line. Damn you, Tildrum, and all your kind.
We don't have to do this, Mausinger. I didn't come here to fight you. I don't want to fight you.
Come, Your Majesty. You cannot simply bow to defeat. If you do not destroy these worms, our people will never be safe. They will never be free.
Free? Yes. We must be free.
That's his weakness. Everybody's had something they really wanted, and that's how the darkness got in. That was his.
But not like this. Don't listen to him.
Every last Grimalkin must die! Come, Oakenheart, come to me! My kinsman! Who are you? I had thought this tedium would never end.
At last it is done, Master.
Vermine.
I hope you can forgive me, Your Majesty. Even I must confess to feeling some small pang of guilt at having encouraged you to slay your dearest friend and patron. But you should not have so readily taken my word over King Leonard's. Those who claim that blood runs thicker than water grossly overstate the case, my beloved fellow mouse.
No!
In truth, your precious king was too nauseatingly good-natured to betray you. To contemplate anything so base as manipulating you into keeping our kind in check. And more fool him, as you are so very easy to manipulate.
Vermine. How could you?
How could I betray my master? How could you be so foolish as to ask such a question? And now, Lord Dollar, I have fulfilled my part of the bargain, and my price was the kingdom, if you recall. I hereby claim it.
Yes, of course. You must be rewarded for your faithful service. Ha!
What? Oh.
Dalaran, what have you done to him?
I have repaid the debt of a traitor, and not a moment too soon. This accursed kingdom. Not only was its ruler too pure-hearted to succumb to my corruption, even his closest aide proved immune to my advances. In the end, I was forced to settle for this contemptible worm. I have wasted so much precious time. But at last, my plan is complete. What a pity you will not be present to witness its glorious fruition!
Man, so even Mausinger didn't succumb. He was just tricked. So he had to play. So Dalaran had to play the super long.
Has it really come to this?
Wait! You needn't do this alone. We'll fight him together.
Oakenheart, the Woods Walker.
I'll do my best!
Whatever them flowers are putting out, it ain't good. Avoid the polleny stuff and bash them blooms.
Oh, that's not good. I have to stick with the quick slices. Pig makers! Yeah!
Don't let me down. All together now.
Hey, it's Mausinger. Alright, let's get some pig makers. Use strength for a powerful attack.
Here goes.
You cannot give up yet!
Oh, where's Mousinger? Oh, did he just give us a shield? Okay, we can... Then we can go back to what we're doing. Nice, thanks, Mousinger. There we go.
Here goes.
Oh. How'd that not hit? Attack now!
Here goes.
Darn it. Oh, thanks. Hey, Mousinger's helping us with status effects, which is nice. Oh. Oh, where is he? No. Oh, there he is.
Cannot give up yet.
Do not give up yet. Man. How long did they have to, how long do you think Dalaran had to play the long game with Vermine to get Mousinger to not trust Oakenheart?
Here goes.
Most.
No.
Ding Dong Dell is doomed. I have doomed it. For my kingspawn to have been plucked from me so easily, I was not fit to rule. I was not strong enough. Take my life, Tildrum. It is your right. You must avenge your father. No, Mousinger. There will be no more needless death. And this kingdom is not doomed. It will rise again. And it will do so because its people will work together to rebuild it. Cat and mouse. Hand in hand. My father trusted you. You cannot fail him now.
It says.
He believed in me. And I... What have I done?
Mousinger, my dearest friend.
Your Majesty,
Be still, Mousinger. I forgive you. Our two kinds have borne each other ill will since time immemorial. The rift between us could not be healed so easily. It was a distance that could only ever be closed one step at a time. But close it shall. One day, we will stand together, hand in hand at last, all thoughts of oppression consigned to history. And you, Mousinger, you will bring this about.
but Your Majesty, why would you... why would you trust in one who had failed you so utterly? And whose hand you...
I always trusted you, old friend, and I always will. You see far, further than I ever could. You are a maker of plans, a doer of deeds, a true ruler. Yet there remains in you a lingering shadow of doubt. Doubt in others, born of doubt in yourself. A king must learn to trust his own judgment.
A king? You mean that you still think me worthy?
Who better to rule over the realm I love than one who loves it just as fiercely?
If it please you. Your Majesty.
It does. And now, I must be on my way. When next we meet, I would have you tell me the tale of a kingdom made great by its wise and benevolent ruler.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Farewell, Mousinger. I leave Ding Dong Dell in your hands. Do not fail me. Become a true king. Watch over the land we both love so well.
I will not fail you, old friend.
King Mousinger, I humbly propose that a pact be made between our realms. Will you sign the Declaration of Interdependence?
It is what your father would have wanted, for our two kingdoms to stand as one. And so it shall be.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Let us work together to make a better, more peaceful world.
You have come far, son of Leonard. I will gladly stand beside you, and I will make Ding Dong Dell a kingdom where all races can stand beside one another. The enmity of generations will divide us no longer. I salute you, Evan, Lord of Evermore.
Ding Dong Dell joins the Union. As for the Mark of Kings, I will entrust it to your keeping until such time as the matter of the Horned One has been resolved. You may have need of it yet.
Thank you.
Hope I'll be able to return it to you very soon. Very good. I'm ready when you are. Let us swear our pact.
Let our nations be joined for the sake of the world.
Let the banners of war ne'er again be unfurled. United we stand as one single land.
And that's 5. King Mousinger will.
Sure enough, Ding Dong Dell
We'll
began
make
to
things
change
right.
from that day forth. No longer did catkind cower beneath the ground in fear of tyranny. Instead, the Grimalkins stepped out into the sun and saw their brother mice as if for the first time. And the hatred that had divided them for so long melted away like so much snow. Well, perhaps not entirely, but these things take time.
Indeed.
declaration's finished, Evan. You did it.
And we made peace with Mausinger too, which is something. But his king's bond was stolen, and Dalaran really does mean to resurrect the Horned One.
So what if he does? He'll be ready to face him. He'll overcome this trial, just like all the others. After all, if you can as good as unite the whole world, you can do anything.
You're right.
But it's not over yet. And this last part isn't going to be easy.
Peace breaks out. That was all really touching. I was tearing up there while the cutscene was going on. And just the salute and nod from Evan and the nod back from his father's spirit. And Mausinger, just the deep remorse that he had. Alright, you.
All 4 king's ones belong to me.
You know there's 5, right? I guess you just need 4.
At last, I shall have my heart's desire.
That's ominous. Something's not right. What the flip's wrong with you, Mung? Put yourself together.
Chapter 9. To be a king.
That's bad. Oh no, that's the worst.
Roland! What?
What the heck is going on? I'm okay. Anyway, never mind me. Did you see that sky? Batu and the others went out on patrol over that way, didn't they? That wasn't good.
Gosh.
Yes, they did. But it wasn't quite the same aura, right? It's not that purple. I hope Rowan's not succumbing to some darkness. That would be really sad. That's not great.
It's torn the very sea asunder.
Is that a kingmaker? If it is, it's the biggest I've ever seen.
That must be the horned one. Ooh, that's bad. Lame. Bet you we can't get to him now. The Horned One has returned to us at last. Now the people of this pathetic world shall give their souls to bring my beloved Alessandra back to me. That's really bad. More citizens for my kingdom. More power for my king's bond. And with every soul I steal, the more glorious my realm will become. Back in one piece, near enough.
Forgive me.
I'm afraid we have some rather troubling news to impart. We sure do, but I think you probably guessed what it is. Rise of the Horned One. You know, still not feeling too great. You should go speak with Batu and the others. See what they managed to find out. I hope you're okay, Roman. Proper horrible, man. You can feel it all the way from over here. So the Horned One really has returned. Indeed. We encountered the creature in the skies above the Blackened Isle. I recorded it on a memolith. You need to see this. It appears along with a large landmass, and we can only assume to be the continent that was lost when the Horned One was sealed away. It's enormous. Look, it's Longfang. Not just Longfang, lad. The whole blessed lot are there. Branch Skimmer, Bastion, and Oakenheart too. 'Tis a veritable Kingmaker's conference. But there is something different in their bearing. These are not true Kingmakers. They are facsimiles, created through the power of the stolen King spawns, I would assume. Whatever they are, they created some kind of barrier to protect the Horned One. Indeed. And the moment the barrier was raised, the fiend began absorbing a succession of spheres of pure light.
What the?
Spheres of... what could they be? You'll give me just a moment, Roland. Scant moments after absorbing the first of these spheres, the Horned One began to expel a great cloud of black creatures. Yeah, and they went flying off in every direction. Luckily, not too many of them headed this way. Look horrible.
Now,
as to the nature of these spheres of light, it is my belief that they were souls, distillations of the very essence of life. The Horned One is absorbing the souls of the people of the world and transforming them, enslaving them.
Oh my.
That's awful. You remember what Doloran did to Vermine, when the life was leached from him, when he became little more than a walking corpse? This is what happens when a person's soul is taken. And you're saying that's happening to people all over the world, even as we speak. They're being turned into the living dead? How can we turn them back?
what?
I cannot say for certain, but there must surely be a way. How come there's none around these parts that had their souls taken hostage, I ask ye?
I think we may have Lofty to thank for that.
Yay? Eh? Me? I ain't done nothing, man. Nothing, I swear.
You didn't have to. What's the one thing our nation has that the others don't anymore? That's right, a kingmaker. The bond between you and Evan is still strong. Means we're protected.
Yeah!
Not bad, Mr. Kingmaker, not bad.
In it though.
Reckon I had a little inkling it might be something like that. Since the reason done it, me being all important and all that.
But why has he done all this? Why would he be so desperate to bring back the Horned One in the first place?
Believe I can help you there. Oh, Squeener.
I believe I can help you there.
Your Majesty.
You must forgive the intrusion, Evan, circumstances being what they are. Not at all. You're very welcome.
Now.
On the subject of who Doloran is and what exactly he might want, I believe I have some information that may clarify things a little further. 2,000 years ago, he was the ruler of a nation known as Allegora, and he made a pact with the Horned One. Though his was a small and insignificant kingdom, by enlisting the aid of such a kingmaker, he thought to make Allegora great, to bend the singular evil to his will.
That tallies with what Neil told us back when we first learned about Doloran.
But things did not go according to plan. Instead, a terrible tragedy befell the realm. Far from growing great, it disappeared from the world entirely. It is believed he was unable to contain the fiend's all-consuming corruption, and that the entire continent Algora stood upon was spirited away to a place between worlds. Whatever happened, Doloran would appear to be determined to revive this vanished land.
What?
But why? Why would he want to bring it back after all these years? I don't know, but I think I understand why he needed all those king's bonds now. Without them, he couldn't hope to control something so powerful.
Well, whether we've an inkling as to why or not, I'd say the swab's wishes more and come a little close to coming true. 'Twas a kingdom-sized chunk of land appeared alongside that great creature, that's for certain.
But if Doloran's got what he wanted, why would he be stealing everyone's souls? He needs followers, subjects. The more powerful he grows, the more powerful his kingmaker grows in turn. And one whose ambitions stretch as far as enlisting the aid of such an utterly evil being will surely not be satisfied with merely recovering his lost realm. No, now that he has the means at his command, it would seem he intends to bring all the peoples of the world under his dark dominion. So he wants to take over the world? Well, we can't let him. We won't!
Yeah.
How exactly are we supposed to stop him? You saw the size of that mountain of spikes he calls his kingmaker, didn't you? There is one possibility. Mornstar. The sword said to have sealed away the Horned One's evil all those centuries ago. Mornstar? Alas, its whereabouts are no longer known. But there is yet time. The great evil gathers his forces still. If the sword can be found before it reaches its full strength, we may yet have a chance. But how do we find it if nobody knows where it is?
How indeed. Any tale 2 millennia in the making will almost certainly be more fantasy than fact by now, and surely no records from the time remain.
2,000 years, eh? I think I know just where to find records from that far back, don't you, Evan? Of course, the library in Goldpaw.
You're right. If anything from back then did survive, you can bet Bodley will know about it.
Then it seems we have a plan of action. We will inform the rulers of the other realms of all that has come to pass. We will rally them to the cause and make ready to take the Horned One by force. You'll seek out further clues to Mornstar's whereabouts. All right. Until we meet again.
Let's see now.
All right. Whew. A lot happened. Even as I come, I don't know how you managed to earn a reputation like that, but I ain't mad keen to find out either. Searching through stone tablets. God. Just thinking about moving those things around makes my arms tired. Why do they have to write that stuff on those lumps of rock anyhow? I heard they're still doing it too. What's wrong with paper, huh? Let writing be done on stone. Good idea to me. I have an awful habit of tearing any piece of paper I try to write on. Mind you, those stem tablets ain't indestructible either. Could smash one of the blessed things to smithereens with one hand.
Feel free to hang back there, tough guy.
Well.
Okay, so just look this way. I expect the power of the horn one is warping their appearance. But I am going to do some things around the kingdom. I could go look for more people.
Wow.
But I'm going to continue the story. Anybody need to level up real quick? Yeah. Continue managing kingdom real quick. So these still haven't opened up. I mean, qualify, it just hasn't opened up. Again, could look for more people, but I'm really into the story now. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a lot of fun. As we need to go find out about this legendary sword and see if we can find it. Until the next episode, I'm Cendril 9. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.